Fireproof started in 1909 as a warehouse and storage company. Their concept back then was to store and protect and transition people from one place to the next. It was jewels, vases, silverware, pianos, anything you had in your house, you stored in that building, and that was there to protect it.
They used horses to make deliveries, and they were really a moving and storage company.
And it was really neat to see the old stable that used to be where customer service was. It's where the stables where they held the horses. And you can still see them today.
And the interesting thing about that is, as it was being built, the cable car was obviously the mode of transportation up and down High Street. The automobile had not been invented yet, but as it was being invented, they had to widen High Street. That was kind of the start of, obviously, the growth of the Short North area.
But we were primarily a moving company and a storage company at that time. Through growth and time, the business makeup changed. In about 1980 to the late 70s, we became a record storage facility. That's when we introduced some new folks on our staff.
Actually, the first time I met Ed and interviewed with him, he gave his vision of where he wanted to go with the record center, and I felt I really wanted to be part of that. Susan
Eichinger being the main person to come on board because she brought with her skills that I did not have, and I needed her to lead us in the retention of documents, the procedures that were necessary, and we grew from there.
I was one of 6 people, and it was primarily all archival information. In fact, the one gentleman who did the deliveries did the shredding in the afternoon. And then when Karen Preston was hired, we developed a different approach where we were going after more active records, primarily medical, and that really changed the dynamics of the company greatly.
One of the reasons why I switched to this industry is I wanted to build relationships with clients. And what a better company to follow a company through the life cycle of the record. Today we have many of the medical hospitals in Central Ohio, and that's a good percentage of our business.
And I also thought the personal and dedicated attention of the people in a organization such as Fireproof, that we could do it better than they could.
I'm most proud of the people that we have aboard. We could not provide the service that we have without the people that we have that are providing that service, that really care about what the service that gets delivered.
I'm Joe Robinson. I'm the warehouse lead at the High Street facility at Fireproof Records Center. I was started with the company September 17th, 1992. I take care of the shipping and receiving from the previous day, and as well as active day, pulling files, refiling files as well as boxes, and any special assignments as they come along. I interviewed here with Mike James back in '92, right through the front door of that building, and it was going to be a 6-month job to get me into my next class at Ohio State, and I wouldn't hardly believe that September will be 20 years.
It's going to be hard to not think of Joe connected to the High Street building. He's been so proud of that building and the work that's been done there, and he's just given his all to make everything happen for our customers.
It's been kind of like a second home to me here at the High Street. I'm really kind of looking forward to the change as we continue to grow as a company. It's been kind of interesting to watch that come and go as we've added buildings beyond just the doors here and move forward into the next little bit. It's gonna, as business changes, so do we.
We are so fortunate to have people that we have working here. With 100 employees, over 30 of them have been here 10 years or more, and they all have a great customer service attitude, and it's that depth, it's that willingness to serve the customer that I think sets us apart.
My name is Lee Parham. I've been an employee for 16 years at our High Street facility and have gone from warehouse retriever to all the way up to facility supervisor. What makes Fireproof different is the family values within the company and also the pride that everyone puts into the work.
Our customer service is just amazing. We will bend over backwards to make things right for the customer.
Every day is a challenge. Every day we're asked to do a lot of things, and the goal is to make everyone happy, to be able to serve them, exceed their expectation.
I'm Janie Tamalevich. I am a facility supervisor here at Grove City 2, our new warehouse, our newest warehouse. So coming this December, I'll be with the company 22 years. Mr. James, he He hired me, and then when he hired me, Mike James was on vacation, and I was told I was the first one that ever worked in the warehouse. So when Mike come back, his dad had something to tell him. He had a woman working in the warehouse, and she was shredding paper. So Mike come over and found me, and
we can't do anything without our people, and I think that's what makes us a big success.
A company that has almost 50 employees that have been here over 10 years is pretty remarkable.
Now, I know a lot of companies have experience, but this is experience at Fireproof.
We think big and act big, but more importantly, we act small. Acting small, like a small company, and treating people well, treating our customers well, taking care of them, meeting their needs is the most important part in any business.
Our biggest attribute is the ability for us to adapt to meet whatever the client needs. Fireproof of the future is a continued evolution.
You have to be on your toes and open to trying some things and getting creative. That's another exciting part to the what we do.
Is what we've always been about, is transitioning our business to what's the next need of our customers or the marketplace.
I mean, just in the last 5 years, look how we've changed. So it's hard to imagine there's going to be this many changes again in 5 years. Probably so. It looks like what your imagination will take you to.
When I started here 15 years ago, you always needed an original copy, the original document. And in today's environment, that's changed to an electronic copy.
The technology of going paperless, or the ability to scan and create images with a fax machine, for example, was a big piece of technology that had a tremendous impact on our business, either from a delivery perspective or just in our clients' ability to transition information from one place to the next.
Our biggest change is technology. Right now, utilizing the technology out there to better serve our customers.
We're going to use technology to become more efficient, increase our security and our quality. The big change we see going on now is really the movement to everything being online. The online services, online storage, online collaboration, software as a service, you name it, everything's moving in that direction.
As technology changes, Fireproof has been changing with the technology. So there will always be a need to move the technology from one media to another. And I see that being part of Fireproof's solution as well.
So I think our future is definitely the digital side of our world. The world's gone digital.
I see us growing even more. Every day it's more and more, and it's really exciting because every day I learn more.
We've been a paper company for so long. We've done other things such as shredding, and we've had the vault for media. But electronic records is the future, and it's the biggest change that we've seen.
I can see us completely being service-oriented, as in electronic media, storing digitally, and converting everything into paper to pixels, as they say. So I see that in the future.
The horizon for Fireproof is exciting. There's two directions. One is going to be obviously the business side of the direction we had, which is the new services from the digital standpoint, where we go with digital scanning, with scanners, with workflow, with office automation, all those types of things that are going to be the future of our business. The interesting part, or maybe the coincidental part, is the development of the building that's behind me. That's going to be turned into something different, which is kind of a synergy with what's happening with Fireproof. While we're taking a 100-year-old building and turning it into something different, which it's going to be redeveloped into apartments and residential, as well as about 15,000 square feet of office and about 58 different size units, various size units. But that's what's pretty exciting personally for me. Obviously, I've seen the building in my entire life and kind of grown up in it, and to see it being used for something distinctly different is pretty exciting. The nice part about it is, as that's happening, we're also very excited about the direction we're taking with our business. Much like we've done for 100 years, is help companies protect, store, and transition, and we're going to help them transition into going from paper or whatever form of information they have now into a more of a digital format. There's continued future. We want to be here for another 100 years. We're just going to keep changing what we store, what we protect, and what we provide transition for. So that's exciting.